what, was making the air smell vaguely like sauerkraut. The AD, assistant director, looked like a hostage. The second AD had to take off his Apple Watch because it kept telling him to stop running so fast while he was standing in place. The AD and second AD were both white guys in their 30s who had worn black t-shirts and jeans that day. So Jason kept mixing them up and then yelling at them as though his mix-up was their fault. Eventually, Wardrobe gave the second AD a bright yellow ball cap emblazoned with the words, "Marry for Love." Jason and I have a weird history, even before becoming passive-aggressive adversaries on this film set. It's why I wasn't feeling as free to state my opinions as I normally would. I am not the type to hold my tongue. At work, anyway. I suppose I made up for never telling my mother what I feel by telling everyone else I've met exactly what the story is. But back to Jason. We met at the last Writers Guild Christmas party, where I thought we were having a friendly conversation, like peers do, and he assumed that he was picking me up. When we got outside the venue to scatter into our respective cabs, he yelled after me that I was a tease. Not in a fun banter way, but in a way that made me lock the Uber door immediately. He sent me an apology email the next day that read as though it was boilerplate cut and paste from his lawyer. The irony that he was now trying to portray romance was not lost on me. I was supposed to make A Crush for Christmas with Gary, a sweet, near-retirement director who had made hundreds of TV movies. Gary called me Kid, and I called him Santa. We had fun at work together. We trusted each other. Jason was a last-minute replacement for Gary who'd taken ill. I wasn't sure he remembered who I was, but he wasn't friendly. It was only slightly comforting that he wasn't nice to anyone. I watched Ben and Cassie deciding which fake tree to pick under fake snow in a parking lot of an industrial area that will be, thanks to cheap CGI, a convincing stand-in for the Vermont wilderness. It was day 10 of filming, but it was Ben's first day. We'd filmed all the solo and family scenes first because the actress who played Cassie's mother, despite being 15 years older than her, had booked a part playing a murdering philanthropist on Law & Order Toronto. If you don't know anything about the acting world, that's a paycheck that can get you through to the end of tax season. I could not feel my left butt cheek. Cassie kept screwing up a very simple line, "I need the perfect tree, or my sister will freak out." She kept saying, "My sister will freak it." I didn't want to hire her, but she had the right combination of symmetrical facial features and a hip-to-waist ratio that makes casting directors forgive her lack of reading comprehension. Plus, most importantly, she once played a teen witch on a very popular American TV show. So she was, as the producers say, our bankable star. Ben was kind to her, though. I stood up from the crate I'd been sitting on, shook my left leg, hoping to regain blood flow to my butt. I looked through the monitor and then back to them. "It's okay. Just take a breath. This happens to everyone," he said. Take after take, he made no show in his face that he was tired, that maybe the script was beneath him, and that he missed playing Hamlet in theater school. But eventually, when I saw him turn to allow hair and makeup to powder the sweat off his face, I realized that he was having fun. He didn't mind the multiple takes. I overheard him whisper, "Don't worry, we all have bad days," when he saw Cassie's balled-up fists and near tears. The sun was absolutely beaming down on us. They were in parkas. Some extras huddled nearby, sipping sports drinks, their parkas at their feet waiting for their cue times. Jason had taken off his plaid button-up and was now wearing a white t-shirt untucked from his khakis. I think that the heat was adding to his rage. It certainly wasn't helping the patience and compassion I was trying to rely on in order to get through this day. "Ben is being very patient with you, and that's nice and everything, but we are on a time clock, people. Let's get the line right this time, shall we?" Jason was the kind of director you just know would love to have a British accent in moments like this. Sorry, Cassie whispered. Ben grabbed her hand and took a deep breath, which she mimicked. "You're doing great. You've got this." Ben was excellent in this role. I think both me and the AD with
To keep listening to this audiobook, I've left you a link in the description so you can do it, at no cost thanks to Audible's 30-day free trial.